YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders, a live stream post-game reaction as the Washington Commanders get the victory over the New York Giants. Man, I tried to tell them. Let's talk about it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is.
Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like...
I'm going to go ahead, just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. This might turn into a crash out session.
Told you. I told you. I told you.
I tried to tell him, Slim. I tried to tell him. The New York Giants absolutely stink. Man, I tried to tell him as the Washington Commanders get the victory 21-6 against the bum-ass New York Giants. Look, I'm going to save it for a little bit later because literally after our post-game show, I'm going to be going live with my guy TP to recap this game from a Giants fan standpoint, so you don't want to miss that. But we tried to tell him, ladies and gentlemen, they are no match for the burgundy and gold. All this about their defensive line and, oh, this vaunted front is so good, this, that, and the third. Man, get the hell out of here with that. We tried to let them know that they were no match for the burgundy and gold. Now, we're going to get into this game as I'm literally just getting home from the stadium. It was a great week one game in terms of the show out. I was in enemy territory in our home stadium. Let me start there, as there were a lot of Giants fans surrounding us. And for the first part of the game, they were hyped. They were hyped. They were hyped. They were excited. They were elated about this game. And slowly after the halftime, it quieted down. You know what I mean? Because the reality started to set in that they were no match for the Washington Commanders. Don't let the final score fool you into thinking this game was close. We're going to talk about it because, truth be told, I am very disappointed in this game, to be honest with you. Like, I don't want to be negative Nancy tonight, and we got the win at the end of the day, and that's all that's important, but it was sloppy. This team should not have been in this game. It should not have been 14-6 at the end of the third quarter going to the fourth quarter. This should not have been a one possession game. This New York Giants team absolutely stink. And we tried to tell them about Russell Wilson. They kept trying to make comparisons to that Pittsburgh Steelers game last year as if that Steelers team was good. This New York Giants team needs to start Jackson Dart. They need to. You're not going to get anywhere with Russell Wilson this year. Your offensive line is not the best, obviously, without Andrew Thomas. That makes things worse. But you need to start Jackson Dart just to have some type of energy. Malik Neighbors, absolute beast. I mean, I seen this play up close and personal from the motion inside. He absolutely gave, I think it was Quan, some business. You might want to take care of your receiver before you request a trade. I ain't gonna lie. He can go to Washington. He won't come play with Fab anyway. But let's really talk about it. As I'm losing my voice, I've obviously been screaming. This game was very disappointing. So many left and missed opportunities. This Washington team was light years better than this Giants team. And we should have had, at a minimum, 30 plus points at a minimum. If I really want to be bold and really want to be bullish, this game should have been 40-6. This game should have been 40+6. They could not stop us offensively. They could not do anything without our help on their offensive end, whether it's a bum ass, stupid ass dumbass roughing the passer call, bogus call by the freaking refs, man. That was absolute. What did you want them to do right there? I had Giants fans all in my section, and they said that. They set it up close and personal. They said that wasn't roughing the passer. And that was a key down because we got off the field right there. Whether it's the Terry McLaurin reception that they did not call, they said it was an incomplete pass. BS. What about the Tress Way one where it was a great play by Abdul Carter, but my whole thing is I thought you have to allow the punter some room to land. Now my punter's questionable and we got a game on Thursday. Come on, man. We had 10 penalties. That is some BS. We need to clean it up. A lot of back-breaking penalties ruined some drives for Washington. They could not stop us. We get out of our own way. Self-inflicted wounds get limited. This game is out of reach by the end of the second quarter. I'm telling you. How about that Noah Brown offsides? Are you kidding me? I saw the replay. He was behind the line of scrimmage. They called that offsides on Noah Brown. And a lot of y'all are going to put some respect on Noah Brown's name. I'm telling you. Z, John Ballenbergy podcast, Reedy and Z, me and my man Reedy representing the Burgundy Breakdown. We love Noah Brown. Rest of the crew, they iffy on him. Y'all need to put some respect on Noah Brown. That is a formidable, legit number 3 weapon in this offense. But with the penalties, they were bad, right? Missed throw by 5. I'm going to be honest with you. This wasn't 5's best game in terms of accuracy. Now, obviously, stat-wise, you can clearly say, well, Juan, it wasn't his best game stat-wise. But accuracy-wise, 5 wasn't his sharpest today. I'm not going to lie to you. From the overthrow of Terry McLaurin, who should have had a freaking touchdown, bro, but you overthrow Terry, and that is why you pay him the money to create this separation against these DBs. I don't know if it was Cordell Flott. I don't know if it was Deontay Banks. I could give a damn. Terry was wide open for a touchdown, and 5 missed him. 5 missed him by a mile. Whether it was 5 being too inside, because I felt like that Terry play that they called an incomplete pass, had he put that on the outside shoulder of Terry, that wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have had to come down for it. It would have been outside shoulder, bang, bang play. You had Zach Ertz drop a pass. He made up for it, right, by scoring an opening touchdown, but he had a drop pass on our first drive that stalled out on 3rd down. Deebo Samuel, he had a damn good day, damn good debut, but he had some drops as well that were quite come on, Deebo, I need that. The young fella Jalen Lane had a drop, but I think that the most impressive thing about it for me personally is to see that we didn't give up on him, right? 5 kept coming back to Jalen Lane. He kept coming back to Deebo. He kept coming back to Zach Ertz, right? Something that I felt like was severely underrated today for the Washington Commanders offense attack was their run game. Bill Merrit in his debut game, 80 rushing yards, touchdown. He showed you why Brian Robinson is no longer on this roster. He showed you why he's the future RB1. I mean, that cutback was so beautiful on one of his runs, man. I'm like, how do you have the agility, the speed, the quickness, and the vision to go from here all the way back inside the middle and get a modest game, damn near a first down? Bill looked good today in his showing. Austin Eckler as well. We were able to run the ball. And that's the thing about Eck that I think a lot of people don't give him enough credit for. He's not flashy, right? He had a huge play though today. He had a huge run. What was it, a screen? I can't remember exactly, but he had a big game. And people are so quick to run him out of town or say he's washed. But he provides you with something that you need. Again, every run by Eckler isn't going to be plus 10, 12, 13. It's not going to be an exciting run every time, but you know what it's going to be? You know what it's going to be? It's going to be a consistent, dare I say, 5, 6, 4, 4.5, 5. And that's what beats down defenses. Of course, the big run is what you always want. But you know something else that I truly love, especially about this Russian attack, is that we're able to slowly kill our opponents. And then you can have that capability that you did not have last year with putting Bill in, who can be your home run hitter. Now, I did want to take a quick pause. I got 56 people in here. I want 56 people to call in to the Command Extra Postgame Show so you can be in the video tonight. I do these every single week after every single game. Call in 240-804-7327 to leave your reaction to the game, and you will be featured in the video. 240-804-7327 is the number that is going to be shared. That is shared out there for you to call in to the number. I'm going to put it on the ticker here. 240, call that number, 240-804-7327, as we're going to be doing that every single week for every single post-game video, and you can have your voice be heard. 240-804-7327. Call that number. That's the Command Extra post-game number, and you can call in. But getting back to it. Offensively, we left a lot to be desired. We did. And I can't wait to go watch the tape again because I want to see how this offensive line looked today. There was one play with JD5 had a rookie mistake where he held the ball too long, and he took accountability for it though. He was like, "Hey, that's on me. But overall, it's week 1. So I don't want to be too harsh on the showing. It was very, come on. We can be better than that. But I know this team's going to prepare better. I know they're going to only improve. I know Dan Quinn is not excited for what he saw today. And I know 5 isn't. But I think this quick turnaround is absolutely perfect for this team. And is exactly what we needed. It is exactly what we needed in terms of getting better and preparing this quick turnaround against Green Bay on Thursday night. I will say this defense, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Did Deron Payne turn back the clock today? Like, this felt very 2022-ish by Deron Payne. His performance was amazing today. Javon Kinlaw, a lot of y'all did not like the signing. I'm going to go ahead and say it. A lot of y'all felt like we overpaid for Kinlaw. That's why you go out and you get a Javon Kinlaw. That is exactly why. He was a beast today. He was borderline unblockable. That's why you go out and get a Javon Kinlaw. Deron Payne and Javon Kinlaw, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know it's only one game, but Deron Payne and Javon Kinlaw could be everything that we wanted Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne to be. We already knew the better of the two was always Deron Payne. And today, he looked damn good. I said, hold on. Deron, he want that contract extension. He want to stay here. He don't, you know how we kept saying if he don't perform well, he could be here. He could be on the Jonathan Allen trajectory where he gets cut. Oh, nah. Payne said, nah, not me. Whether it was a tackle for loss, a sack and a half, a batted ball, Deron was everywhere. And interiorly, they couldn't get anything going. I told you, Russ is check down shorty. All he wants to do is dump the ball down and get it out of his hands quick. He couldn't even do that tonight. Do you understand how dominant your defense has to be to not give up a single touchdown, even with all of the BS that we had to go through with refs today? They still didn't find a way to get in the end zone. And they were down there. They were down there multiple times. But Washington's defense showed up massively throughout the whole entire game. Got to show some love to Bobby Wagner, who's still flying around. I mean, pushed Russ out of bounds, had a nice tackle to stop the progression of the runner, had a fumble that a lot of people felt like was a fumble, and from my perspective, I thought it was too. If I'll be honest with you, I thought Bobby had a fumble, but Bobby's still flying around. And this is the one that I'm super excited to talk about, because a lot of people they miss Jeremy Chin. I told you, Will Hurst is a significant, and I mean significant, upgrade over Jeremy Chin. Will Hurst brings the energy, brings the physicality, brings everything you need in a safety. He was flying around today, man. He was flying around today. Will Hurst, outstanding debut. Quan Martin, sorry, Quan. Sorry we had some trash referees, because you damn sure should have had you an interception, buddy. You should have had you an interception, buddy. Defensively, we got them dogs now. And I think this could be one of the best units in football. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me one. I've been hyping it up all off season long. You have too. There is somebody out there that's an avid Joe Witt disliker. He does not like Joe Witt. But Joe Witt finally got his dogs, man. You know, that's the one thing that Joe Witt has always said. He's the type of person to rely on his personnel. And he couldn't do that with Benjamin St. Juste, with Emmanuel Forbes, with Michael Davis, with Jonathan Allen, with Cleveland Ferrell. He got them dogs now, Slim. He got the personnel now. How about Trey battling it out with Malik Neighbors? Yeah, Malik got him. Malik got him one for sure. Malik gonna do his. He like that. But Trey battle. Trey said, "Hey, nah, Slim, I'm gonna get mine too. Trey got his. Sean got his. Mikey got his. I'm telling y'all, this secondary about to be absolutely crazy, man. I'm telling you. This defense, man, was outstanding. Now, not to look too far ahead, as Ty just said in the comment section, it's gonna be a fun challenge in Green Bay. It's gonna be a fun challenge in Green Bay to see what they do, see if our defense matches up well against them offensively. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel confident about this defense. If you're just tuning in, it's your man Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Call in 240-804-7327. Save that number in your contact list, because after every single game, that's the number you call to vent, to celebrate, because you're going to be in the post-game video. I'm doing a post-game live after every game, and I'm doing a post-game video, and that's where you are going to hear your voice. So 68 of you all in here, share out the live, get more people in here. We're trying to go up this season. We're just getting started. The Washington Commanders get the victory 21-6. Make sure you leave some comments as well. You can super chat if you want, because we're reading the comments. I want to hear from you verbally and through the comment section. 240-804-7327 is where you can leave your post-game thoughts. But let's get back to it. I want to talk about my guy, Chris Moore. We got to show some love to Chris Moore. I was thinking, like, who can I talk about? Because I got my notes, but they're over there. Chris Moore made a big play today. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting Chris Moore to have a nice catch. I'm not gonna lie. But he had a nice catch early. I'm like, okay, Chris. I see you, Slim. You might be that sixth receiver. If Kendrick Bourne don't want to come here, you might be the sixth receiver we got to rely on. But man, what a game. What a game. Again, it's week 1, a lot to clean from, a lot to learn from. But man, overall, I love what I seen from this team today. Deebo had 7 plays and got in the end zone, man. They tried to say Deebo was washed, man. They tried to say Deebo was washed, and he's just getting started, man. He's just getting started. And I personally feel like Deebo is going to be an absolute beast for us. Terry should have had a touchdown today. I'm not going to lie, but I love how he does not have to do everything anymore. Of course, you want Terry to still do him. You want Terry to still get his, but it's so many offensive weapons around JD5 that Terry does not have to be the only one anymore. I'm looking at Jalen Lane like, hey, I know you dropped one, shorty, but I'm going to give you a pass because you're a rookie. This your first game? Cool. Your first game, I can understand it. But you know what? Five say, look, I'm not going to hold that against you. Just make me right next time. I'm coming back to you. This Giants defense that they talk so highly of should have gave up 30 points with ease. And I'm being nice. This game should have easily gotten to the 40s, if I'm being honest with you. But, watching this game, it really got me in my feelings a little bit, though, because I don't want to lose Cliff Kingsbury, man. I don't want to lose Cliff Kingsbury, and I know it's coming. I know we was close to losing him last year, and I'm not sure if he sticks around again after this year, but Cliff was in his bag today. And that's something that we have come to know to just expect, right? Like we've came to know to expect that out of Cliff Kingsbury. That's nothing too surprising, I should say, for Cliff. Like we've known to come to expect that. But whether it's the quick game, screen back inside the Eck, having them turn it up, or it's an end around the Deebo, or it's a nice RPO dump off to Noah Brown back inside that he should have had a massive gain on, but they call it offsides, I guess. Or it's scheming up a beautiful play and Terry's wide open and JD just misses him. Or if it's JD designed run, which I wasn't too fond of at the end of the second half because we didn't have no time left to do that. You got tackled in bounds. You didn't have time to do that. I felt like 18 seconds left. If you had a timeout in your back pocket, run that draw and try to get them offsides as close as possible. Call that timeout, and that way you have time to run maybe 2 plays. But you had 17 seconds left, no timeouts. You could have at least got 2 shots at the end zone out of that, and then still got your field goal unit on the field if you couldn't get it in. And for me, I felt like that's how fitting the first half ended. Because JD got called for intentional grounding, which ultimately left 3 points off the board. Should have been 17-3 at worst and going into halftime, but it was 14-3 because we can't get out of our own way. And as excited as I want to be for this win, you damn right, I'm a little bit upset at how this performance went. Because we should have killed these boys. The Don say, bro, you're on here tripping. Nah, the Don. First and foremost, if you don't like what I have to say, with all due respect, you don't have to watch my channel. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping though. I'm not, because at the end of the day, I'm being a realistic fan. Jay and Daniels just said it. They played sloppy. Frankie Louisville said it. Coach said it. What's wrong with a fan saying it? What's wrong with me saying it? I'm not tripping. Yeah, I know it's week 1. But you still got to hold these players accountable and be real. Which when we come up here and just say, oh my God, the Commanders, so great. They did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. That's just not real because we didn't. We had 21 points. Should have had 30 minimum. So we had 10 penalties. And you take that kind of performance to Green Bay on Thursday, you get your ass reamed. You get killed. Give Green Bay 10 penalties. Should I say 5? See how that plays out for you. See how that plays out for you. So I'm not complaining. I'm being a realistic fan of what I saw today. But again, if you don't like it, don't gotta watch it. It's not. No one's forcing you to be here. You know what I mean? I'm saying you think Cliff is leaving on the Don. He literally turned down the Saints job last year. He had head coaching interest last year. You don't think if he puts up another season like he did last year, this year, that he's not going to become a head coach? He wants to become a head coach. He wants to become a head coach. He literally said it. We were this close to losing him last year. Had the Saints not been so trash, he's probably the head coach of the Saints right now. So what you mean? I don't want to lose Cliff. I literally just said that. That's why I was sad in the stands a little bit. Because his offense is so great for us. He dials that shit up every single time. And I don't want to lose that. I don't. But 57 of y'all in here, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me go actually try to get my let me just try to go get my what's it called here? Let me just try to go get my notes so I can kind of get back on track. I was just a little overly excited about the victory that I didn't even where's my phone? Let me see something right quick. Hold on. Where's my phone? Hey Siri. Oh, that joke was right here in my face. I'm burnt. But let's go over some of my notes here quickly that I took when I was at the game. I felt like so for me early on, I was cringing. I was cringing because 5 had 2 runs and he took 2 big hits. That second hit he took, I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on, 5, you good? You good? Because he definitely got punished. We talked about it. Ertz had a 3rd and 10 drop. That was a drive where we stalled out. Shouldn't have stalled out. Really, if Ertz catches that ball, that's our first drive. They're not stopping us. Penalties galore. Like I said, we had 10 penalties. It started early with the false start. We have to clean that up. Right? Especially offensively. Defensively, because I know it's a little bit inflated, especially with that roughing the passer call and things of that nature. Right? That's not really your fault. Can't really blame you for that. Kinlaw and Payne, like I said, they were animals today. And I think they're everything. They're everything that we think Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen was supposed to be. Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen was supposed to be that. Mikey, Frozone, Sammerstill, battled with Malik Neighbors early on. Had a hell of a play where he shut him down. It was an overthrow by Russ, but it was nowhere. It was nothing open. It was nothing open for him. Chris Moore had a nice catch. Noah Brown, again, y'all got to put some respect on Noah Brown's name, man. Y'all got to put some respect on Noah Brown's name. I told you, Noah Brown is a formidable wide receiver 3 in this league. When healthy, he shows you that. He showed you that. As he had a couple catches today that showed me everything I needed to know. had one called back. Obviously, that was some BS in my opinion. But Noah Brown, 2 receptions for 27 yards. Should have had 3 for about 40. Terry McLaurin only had two catches for 27 yards. But the thing about Terry, should have had a touchdown. 5-0 through Terry. Let's see what else I got here. How about Dietrich Wise? Dietrich Wise, man, that's an underrated signing. That's an underrated signing, man. He was out there moving. Whether it was stopping a run, getting pressure on the quarterback, making a huge play on Malik Neighbors, of all people, making a huge tackle. Dietrich Wise, man. When I say they did a hell of a job upgrading this defensive line, oh, man. Oh, man. They did a hell of a job upgrading this defensive line, man. Because now we got dogs up front. We ain't going to get pushed around. We ain't going to get thrashed in the run game like we did last year. We're not going to get thrashed in the run game like we did last year. It's not happening. Too many big bodies up front. Frankie had a missed tackle early on. Frankie, for me, he got to lock in. I know it's only week 1, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. But he had an open field tackle that he missed. I'm like, Frankie, that ain't Frankie. That ain't Frankie. That ain't the Louisville I know. Open field tackle, mano, Frankie Louisville ain't letting that happen. Not at all. So I was a little surprised that he missed that. We had a hands to the face call on 4th down again. That was a killer because we kept offering them help. I told you the only way the Giants get help or be successful is if we help them. And we tried our hardest today. Hands to the face, roughing the pass, even though I think it was BS. Right? Holding, offsides. Like, we tried to help them out so much. You know what I mean? Nice play by Will Hurst. As I said, on 3rd and 2. He stopped the 3rd and 2. Deebo had a drop, but he shake back. Like, Deebo's day was really good. It was up and down for the most part, but like it was cool. JD 5 through Terry. Noah Brown had an offsides. Jalen Lane, he dropped the pass, but then we went back to him. He shook back and made a huge grab. And like I said, I did not like the end of the half operation, right? Like running it up the middle with no timeouts. I get what you were trying to do there, but I don't think it's successful with no timeouts because the clock continues to turn. And 5 trying to get the ball out quickly because the clock didn't stop, he gets called for intentional grounding. So not the best there. Payne continued on today. Massive day. Continued to ball. Deron Payne did. And again, I don't know, maybe Jonathan Allen was holding him back, man. I don't know. But he looked damn good today. He looked really good, man. And as I got 61 people in here, you can call in to the Command Extra Post Game Show 240-804-7327 to have your voice heard after each and every Commanders game. You can leave a voicemail as we're going to be reacting to your calls in the post game video. So not here on the live, but on the post game video. Make sure you guys call in 240-804-7327 as we're going to be reacting to your calls once again. Then after that, I had the roughing the punter. Now, I don't know. This was a little bit tricky because I know Abdul Carter made a great play. He made a great play, but I always thought you had to allow the punter to land. And he didn't. Now, Trustway's questionable, right, to return at that time. And with the short week, I don't know if he's going to be okay and whatnot. If we play on Thursday, I don't know if we're going to have an emergency punter. I don't know how that situation is going to work out, but I didn't like that non-call right there. Also, 5, he missed Bill on a screen on 2nd and 5. And again, like I said, this wasn't 5's most accurate day. I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about pure accuracy. This wasn't his best day. Whether it was overthrowing Terry, whether it was throwing it, he loved throwing it inside back to the defense today. Like a lot of his passes were back into the defense, and I'm a guy that loves to throw it out in front. Like not me personally, but I would like for a quarterback to throw it out in front or like to the sideline away from the defense. But he was throwing it back inside a lot of his passes, and they were kind of inaccurate or hard to catch. And he wasn't that accurate. Deebo inconsistent a little bit. Good play, bad play, good play, bad play by Deebo. And then the last note that I had was BS roughing the passer call. So those were my notes for today. Now it's time to get to your comment section. Again, I want you guys to play a huge part in the post-game video that we're going to record after this. And also, let me go ahead and run it back for the one time as we're going to go live again in like an hour with the Giants fan. My guy.
I'm going to go ahead, just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. This might turn into a crash out session.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
We tried to tell them, y'all. They did not want to listen, though. They wanted to buy the Russell Wilson hype train. They wanted to say, oh, this vaunted front four. That defense wasn't nothing today, man. Brian Burns had a couple good plays. Yeah, cool. Was it Nubin that had a nice play in the secondary? Man, that defense was Swiss cheese, man. That's why I'm so hard on us, because like we should have easily put up 40 points. But I digress. Let's get to the comment section. Wise man, yo, let's go. Let's go, wise man. Turn me up. Taz B says, yo, what's up, Slim? Ain't my fault, Taz. I got there late, bro. And it's very, people be like, let's link in the stadium. Like, it's not easy at all trying to link people in the stadium, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll definitely link up one day. Herman Douglas says, let's go, Commanders Nation, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me actually look at the live subscriber count for a second here, because we're close to 11,000 subscribers. We're at 10,944 subscribers as we speak. So let's try to get that up and get to 11,000 subscribers, please. We are, let's see. We are 11,000, 10, 9, 44, 10, 9, 44. We are 56 subscribers away from 11,000 subscribers. So let's try to get there as soon as possible. Ty says, I know someone from the game got a video of Reeves hyping up the crowd before the kickoff. Yeah, Reeves was lit. Carter says, we're main that Giants creator you had on the other day. We need him to come back front and congrats. Oh, we going live. 8:30, we going live. We'll be back. Shout out to my guy Philip B. It's been a minute. My guy Philip B. Hope all is well with you, my guy. I know you were telling me about the vehicular situation, your promotion as well. So hope everything is going well with you, my guy. I'll check in with you very, very soon. Shout out to my guy Philip B. PE says, let's go, PE. Dime says, laughing emoji, crying laughing emoji. We still won. Yes, sir. At the end of the day, we still won. Go clean a lot of it up. The Packers look damn good, or the Lions just down bad. I think it's a mixture of both. I saw a little bit of it. That defense looked really good. Jordan Love looked comfortable. But also, the Lions lost a lot. Like, a lot of people don't put it into a perspective. They lost a lot of their coaching, both sides of the ball, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. So it's going to take some getting used to. You know what I mean? But the Packers are a damn good team, right? We'll touch on them starting tomorrow. Mike Lowry, or Tuesday, rather. Mike Lowry. The false starts on offense really hurt. It did, man. It did. Because it killed a lot of momentum we had with these drives. And for that matter, all the penalties, whether it was holding, whatever, offsides, offensively, right? Like, we can't have that. especially when you got teams like Green Bay. You got a team like the Chargers in a few weeks. You can't beat yourselves up. This is the only way a team like New York hangs around is when you give them life, when you give them opportunity to stick around. They do. That's the only way that they can do that. Jaden missed Terry wide open to slant in the red zone. He missed Terry multiple times today. Terry should have had a big day. Should have had a big day. This, like I said, this wasn't Five's best day at all. Right? Still did enough to win, but accuracy-wise, we got to get better. But again, it's week 1. Don't expect you to be perfect. Just want you to be better. And I know they will. I know they will. Clayface Jones says, we did okay. This was a preseason game for getting back into the motion. Hey, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that because we still got the victory. My guy Corner says, I guess Terry was hungover from the contract negotiations. Considering he didn't have a full training camp, he didn't show up. Terry definitely had some opportunities to show up big. That catch, I felt like was a catch, but he didn't do himself any favors because I'm not gonna say it wasn't enough to overturn, but I thought it was a catch, but his gloves blended in with the ball, so they probably gonna say they couldn't see it. Felt like that was a catch. Terry was open, wide open for a slant route in the red zone. Terry was also wide open. That JD5 overthrew him. So to say he didn't show up is a bit harsh. JD didn't like that performance. That's what I'm saying. We're all on one accord here. Whether you're a player, a coach, a fan, we're all singing the same tune. None of us are satisfied. None of us are happy with the performance that we had today. We got the victory, and again, that's what's most important, and we'll take it. But you're not happy with what you saw today. Can't be. Cannot be. Clayface Jones says defense did. Man, they did. This defense, they significantly improved this defense this offseason. And I just want to say thank you to Adam Peters. Thank you to everyone that had something to do with upgrading this offense this winter. Because whether it was Javon Kinlaw, who was killing shit today, whether it was Deron Payne tapping back into his 2022 self, whether it was Dietrich Wise moving. Who knew a big man could move that fast? Whether it was Bobby still doing his thing at the old age that he's at, no offense. Or if it was Will Hurst who was flying around. How about Nick Ballore on special teams? Nick Ballore on special teams, Slim. Got the crowd hyped. Gunnar Orlovsky got his ass lit up by Nick Ballore. But defensively, man, if we can play like this every week, we're going to be hard to beat. We're going to be hard to beat. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Because they did their thing. And interiorly, like, it's one thing to have a killer edge rusher. It's one thing, of course, to have that. But to have interior pressure, that's something that a quarterback does not like. And Javon Kinlaw and Deron Payne is going to be everything that we wanted Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen to be. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Clayface says, that was a preseason game for us. For real, we just getting started. For sure. Ebony, Miss Ebony. How you doing, Miss Ebony? I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you for always showing love to the Juan Gotti Talking Sports YouTube channel. Ty says, Packers up 27-6 right now. Yeah, they look good, man. They definitely look good. And it's going to be a tough game. For sure, it's going to be a tough game. But all in all, I'm not going to say Washington has the advantage. I'm not going to say all the stuff that we did, I should say. How can I say this? Like, I think Washington kind of has a slight advantage. We'll talk about them a little bit later, but like being able to brush this bad taste out of our mouth on Thursday is better than having to sleep on it all week. Packers defense did look good. Micah had a sack. I know Quay Walker was looking good. I know Rashawn Gary was looking good. But again, it's Jared Goff, right? We'll see how this Packers defense look against a true threat that can beat them on the ground and through the air. They held the Lions to 6. But again, like I said, you don't want to judge that off the Lions for real. Not gonna say the Lions are rebuilding because they're not. They're still a good team, but it's gonna take some time for the Lions to get good again, offensively and defensively, because they lost Aaron Glenn, they lost Ben Johnson. We look better though. Life is too dope. And why I have 79 people in here? I just want to say, if you want to have your voice heard, call 240-804-7327. As tonight, I'm going to be recording the video for a post game, and your voice is going to be heard. And that's what we're doing every single game for the Washington Commanders. So we're doing post game live stream like this, and we're also doing a post game video every single week. And we're also getting back to reacting to the game live play-by-play. Man, y'all know how Gotti used to do it. 2-3 years ago, Gotti was on the play-by-play shit. That was my shit. And I'm coming back. But Bobby, my guy Bobby Thomas says, we're not the Bengals. Yo, oh yeah. Oh, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and preview. Matter of fact, hold on. I think I posted it on Instagram. Hold on. I think I posted it on Instagram. Did I? Tell me I did, chat. I don't think I posted it on Instagram. Oh, man. I was going to light him up. But TP will be on here in an hour, though. TP is going to be on here in an hour. So all y'all stick around, as I'm going to be having the Giants fan that was so confident in his mob on an hour.
I'm going to go ahead, just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. This might turn into a crash out session.
I told you.
We tried to tell him. But look, we get to personally tell him to his face in about 8:30 or so. 8:30 or so, I need all 80 of y'all to come back. Give TP hell. Because he talked a good game. He told us, right? He tried to say. But hey, it ain't work. The Don, what are you talking about? I'm the same guy that wanted to keep B-Rob? No, I didn't. What are we talking about? B-Rob, to me, was an expendable piece. He's not trash. Man, I ain't about to entertain that. I'm not about to entertain that, fool. I am Black Mall says we were undisciplined. We were. 10 penalties is absurd. And again, it's week 1. A lot of what went wrong today, we'll chalk it up to week 1. But that said, we can't have this same showing in Lambeau. We cannot have this same showing in Lambeau. You give them 10 penalties, they just put belt to the lines. You give them 10 penalties, that's not good for you. That's not good for you at all. So we got to clean it up for sure. Bro, it's his job to be real and not tell you what you want to hear. Come on, Slim. I'm a fan. I'm a real fan at the end of the day. I'm not one of these fans that's just gonna blow smoke up your ass all day and tell you how good you were. That's just not real. That's not who I am. Juan, keep doing you. Like I said, people in the stadium was asking for you. Hey, I appreciate that, Taz, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that was asking for me, man. I wish I was able to get there a little bit earlier. We got room for improvement, and with sloppy, we will have to tighten it up for Thursday's game. For sure. Without a doubt, we got to tighten it. And that's why I think it's good that we actually get to play soon. You know what I mean? Like, I this quick turnaround, I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but now I am. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. 1 second. And just put the key on the thing. Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. Let me see something right quick. Let me he's going after this year unless Josh Hurts backs up the ring. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do that though. Mr. Hurst gonna have to back up that truck, man, for Cliff, bro. I do not want to lose Cliff Kingsbury, man. I know it's probably like almost a foregone conclusion, like it's gonna happen, but I just don't want it to, man. He's so good, bro. He was cooking today, man. Cliff, the first person that's out of this building, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately, the better team won today, for sure. For sure, we won today. We should have blew him out. Like 21 points, should have been 30, should have been 40 if we've been honest. Fat Deebo, exactly, Staff Song. Exactly. Fat where? Deebo is like that. He got work on them hands. So he need to hit them. He need to hit the jugs machine. But Deebo, definitely like that. Don't get your blood. Oh, nah. Oh, yeah. Nah, we cooling. We cooling. Get one like he's a hard worker, man. I appreciate you, PE, man. I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. I want to make this thing into something big. You know, it's definitely challenging now because, man, there are a million Commanders content creators and stuff like that. Not like how it used to be back in the day when I first started, where it wasn't that many people talking about the skins. Now everybody is, so it's definitely the pool has got bigger, and I welcome it. Of course, I think everyone should make content about the squad, but definitely, still want to have the support, still want to have the encouragement because again, I want to make this thing into a full-time gig, and I know it's a grind, but we're gonna get it here. Shout out to Late Night Luncheon. Check out Late Night Luncheon's podcast, live stream, radio show. They are some very, very funny people. They had me on for the second time last night. Go subscribe and check their channel and tell them I sent you. And my segment is on there, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Now, I will say these are some people that say whatever they want, right? They're cutthroat, they're vulgar language, profanity, but it's all in good entertainment. They say whatever they want. If that's not your thing, I get you, but I know a lot of y'all are going to dig it because a lot of y'all are liking that entertainment, just being yourself, saying what you want kind of thing. The old guys played great today. A lot of them flags were tricky, ticky-tack calls too as well. Our defense was more impressive than our offense today. Would have never said that last year. And look, if that's what it takes early on in the season, then that's what it takes. But a lot of our offensive is just self-inflicting wounds, man. Like 5, why are you missing that deep ball to Terry? Deebo, why are you dropping that pass? Jalen, why are you dropping that pass? Zach Ertz, why are you dropping that pass? Right? Like, it's self-inflicting things that we did today that was just pissed off. You know, that just pissed me off. Scatterbo rock Trey. Scatterbo big as shit. I ain't gonna lie. I would not want to tackle that. So if he rocked Trey, I mean, I'm getting out his way. Look, Scatterbo running towards me. Hey, you got the tutty. I'm not tackling that. Do we sign Bourne? If so, would he make us explosive? I don't know what Bourne is doing, but I ain't gonna lie. I know we was all down on Chris Moore in the preseason and training camp, but if he keep on playing, Chris Moore might actually show you something because he had a nice catch today. He had a nice catch, and that's the thing that I said about 5. Like, we don't have, obviously, Terry 27 yards, Noah 27 yards. Like, it isn't filled with stats galore by one player, but we have so many different weapons. Chris Moore, 1 catch for 34. Eckler, 3 catches for 31. Noah, 2 for 27. Terry, 2 for 27. Ertz, 3 for 26 in a tud. Like Jalen, 1 reception and 11. Like we had everybody getting a touch today. Everybody getting a touch today. You know what I mean? 5 play like this was his first preseason game. Gotti, Jim Sleazy. Jim Sleazy, what's up? He said, Gotti, where your live New York boy? Oh, he on the way? 8:30.
I'm gonna go ahead just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. This might turn into a crash out session.
Told you. I told you. I told you.
His name is TP the Giant. TP Way the Giant. He'll be on an hour. About 8:30, 8:45-ish. We'll definitely get it cracking. I need all y'all in there. There's 61 of y'all in here right now. And I just want to say, call into the Command Extra Post Game Show 240-804-7327. As you'll be in the post game video right after this. We're going to be doing a video, and that's every single week for the season. Back to my pregame shows, back to my live play-by-plays, because y'all know Gotti was really doing this shit 2-3 years ago with the play-by-play shit, post-game, and all that. Brother talks with his chest. You know how them New York people do, man. You know how them New York people do. Their secondary is bad. Man, I'm telling you. That defense, man, they overrated the shit out their defense. I ain't gonna lie. Like, boy, I'm telling you, I feel almost disappointed in myself for crediting that bum ass defense too much, like I was doing. I was dang near glazing them. Man, that defense was Swiss cheese today, young. Don't tell me about Russell Sierra Wilson again. Come on, man. They really tried to sell themselves to believing in 36-year-old Russell Wilson. Y'all need to go put Dodd in. I was screaming that from the stands. Y'all might as well put Dodd in. John Lucas. My guy John Lucas is your one. Where that New York Giants streamer you collab with? How he talking there? Oh, I got you. He'll be on in an hour. Live here on the channel. We're going to end this jump, and we're going to start up another one at 8:30, 8:45. But you want to know how he talking? I got a little preview for you. Here you go.
I'm going to go ahead, just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. This might turn into a crash out session.
Told you. I told you. I told you.
We tried to tell him, but hey, look, he'll be on in an hour and a half. I need to go try to let my voice rest a little bit because I know that stream gonna get amped. Reginald, this is a good comment, my guy Reginald right here. JC Jr. had his hands full, but he'll get better. I got to go back and watch the film on the offensive line. I don't know how bad or how good they truly did. Because, I know Brian Burns had a couple sacks and whatnot, but I don't know if those were just clean beats off of our right tackle and Josh Connolly. Like, I got to see it. I got to see it before I judge it. But for the most part, Five had enough time to do what he needed to do. Luis Powell says, let's remember Terry just got back to practice a week and a half ago. Even still, Luis, I'm right there with you, but I'm not buying that Terry didn't show up today. Terry should have had 2 touchdowns today. One for sure where Five overthrew him. But my guy Ty said he missed him again in the red zone as well. So, yeah, he came back a week and a half ago, and he may not be fully back to himself, but he should have still had a big day today. Terry showed up, contrary to popular belief. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. He says, how we feeling about Laddie? Oh, Laddie, I'm feeling good about Lattimore. I felt like he battled today. I felt like he looked good today. I feel like he's no more worse for the wear. I feel like he gave good bump to Malik, and Wan'Dale Robinson had a few good catches as well. But I think he looked good. He looked good, man. He looked good. Jaden Somerville says, we'll be fine. It's the week 1 jitters. We're going to be ready for Green Bay Thursday. Yeah, we'll be fine. And that's why I'm not low-key. I'm not a big fan of Thursday nights. I'm more of a Sunday night guy, if anything. Monday too, but like Thursday, just because I don't like having to wait 10 days on the backside to see my team play again. It's just something about like Sundays. It's so perfect to see football, but I think that's almost an advantage that we get to play this quick because we get to have a turnaround, get to wipe that bad taste out of our mouth, and we'll be able to start off 2-0, hopefully. This Green Bay Packers team, they obviously look damn good today. So we'll see exactly what they are going to be bringing for us on Thursday. Skins fan 3000 says NFC is wide open. It's wide open. It's definitely wide open for sure. Payday Payne is back. Payne say, I'm trying to get paid again, young. Payne say, hey, look, it's 2022 all over again. It's 2022. That's what Payne said. Payne said, hey, look, it's 2022, Slim. I'm trying to really show y'all I'm still that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Blackfoot Indian. Yeah, defense did their thing, young. They did. Melinda says that fumble by Hurst was insane. Come on, man. Come on. Quan should have had him a pick too. But they BS'd him. The line scored 13-6. Okay. Left hand up. Y'all know what it is. Left hand up. We remember the live stream days. Come on, man. Them live stream days really used to be lit. We back, though. We back. Josh got to go against Micah. He going to need some help. Oh, you saw they used Micah. They moved him around over top of the center. Left tackle, right tackle. You know how they going to use Micah, man. You know how this going to be. It's going to be a hands full with Micah Parsons. But we'll see. Jim Sleazy said it with his chest. He'll be on. In an hour. Niners fans are crashing out on B-Rob. What did he do? Did B-Rob just fumble or something? Let me find out B-Rob already fumbled. JCJ needs to tighten up that right tackle spot. Look, it's his first game, right? We don't want to harp too much on the rookie. He had his hands full, whether it was Brian Burns or did Kayvon Thibodeau play today? Like, I didn't even see Kayvon Thibodeau, and he tried to hype Kayvon Thibodeau up to us and all that chat. He tried to tell us how good Kayvon Thibodeau was and all this and all that. Did he even play today? Like, I don't even know if he played, young. I ain't gonna lie. Cliff definitely gonna be the Giants head coach next year. Oh man. Cliff and Dart, that may be actually good. I don't even want that to happen, Base Merlin. I don't even want that to happen. Pay Cliff and make him that's it, man. Come on. Josh Hurst need to back up that Brinks truck for Cliff, man. We can't afford to lose Cliff. They crashing out. What B-Rob do? He said that Bama got the Steve Harvey stash. And he going to be on in an hour and about 8:30. Man, what B-Rob do, chat? JCJ did okay. They were bringing all pressure through him. He'll get better. Oh, yeah, for sure. JD missed Tur. He did. This game was whack, man. We sucked, man. Deebo's fat, man. I can't believe Trey Amos got trucked, man. 21-6, man. Come on, man. Weak AF, man. Look, that's how there's some fans out there that's like that. See, I'm even kill. I call it how it is. Gio, I say we play Cliff and make him this, man. Do whatever. We can't afford to lose Cliff, man. Gotta get Terry involved on Thursday early, and we definitely need to lean on Bill and Austin Eckler on Thursday as well. Yeah. Bill looked good today. Eckler looked damn good today. And it's just the start. It's just the start of something special, man. B-Rob 9 for 33. I mean, that's B-Rob-ish. That's B-Rob right there for you. Man, that's B-Rob. But that being said, I got all the comments. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy. Don't forget, I'm here every week, every day covering this team. Call into the Command Extra Postgame Show 240-804-7327 to have your voice heard on the live on the postgame video. We'll be live in like 30 minutes with my guy TP, the Giant fan. This guy right here.
Go ahead, just to make this clear, give everybody a fair chance to make a decision. this might turn into a crash out session.
Told you. I told you. I told you.
We'll be live with him in about a 7 or 8:30ish, 8:45ish. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 11,000 subscribers. It's gonna be a grind of a season, and I hope y'all rocking with me, man. I hope y'all rocking with me. But that being said, I'm gonna step to the side for about 30 minutes, and I'll be right back live. And it's time to give TP hell, because he swore up and down them New York Giants was ready, but they weren't. Catch y'all later.
Never gave a damn. Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.